All right, Smarty, buckle up that pathetic excuse for a brain, because today we're delving into a concept so mind-numbingly simple it's practically a cosmic joke. We're talking about money, specifically how a bunch of glorified spreadsheets, the 401ks, are secretly minting an entire generation of what I like to call moderate millionaires. You're going to learn how hitting $1 million can feel less like winning the interdimensional lottery and more like finding an extra coupon for cat food. Stick around, because the sheer banality of wealth accumulation will astound you.
Oh, geez, Rich, cat food? I thought we were talking about, millionaires, like Scrooge McDuck stuff, swimming pools full of money, or at least a really nice space cruiser. Not cat food coupons. What even is a 401k anyway? Is it some kind of new alien currency?
No, Smarty, it's not alien currency, although it is an alien concept to anyone who prefers instant gratification over long-term stability, i.e. most of humanity. A 401k is a retirement savings plan, a magical little contraption that lets you funnel money from your paycheck before taxes hit it, then invest it. And guess what? This seemingly dull financial instrument is creating more millionaires than ever before. We're talking about a booming club, Smarty. Fidelity, one of these mega financial institutions, just reported over 650,000 401k millionaires. And other providers are seeing double the figures from just a couple of years ago. It's like a silent invasion of the moderately wealthy.
650,000? That's a lot of people, Rich. Are they all secretly like super geniuses who invented something amazing or discovered a new planet with gold everywhere?
Oh, Smarty, if only. No, these aren't super geniuses. They're mostly just people. Regular, everyday folks who did something incredibly boring. They saved consistently and they let time and the stock market do their thing. Imagine for a second a person named Persistent Penny. Penny didn't invent anything. She just, get this, kept putting money into her 401k from her paycheck year after year. And the stock market, being the volatile but generally upward trending beast it is, just kept ticking up, especially over the last 3 years, which have been quite generous. It's like watching paint dry, but then suddenly, bam! You've got $1 million in paint.
So, it's not like they're doing anything fancy? No insider trading or like finding buried treasure?
Precisely. It's the anti-fancy. It's the financial equivalent of always taking the stairs instead of the elevator. The gains are slow, almost imperceptible on a daily basis, but over decades they compound into something substantial. It's about letting your money work for you, Smarty, instead of you working for your money like some kind of pathetic, debt-ridden space hamster. And it gets even more interesting, because these millionaires aren't who you think they are. I'm talking about people who are practically coupon clipping their way to 7 figures.
Coupon clipping millionaires? That sounds like a contradiction, Rich. Are you sure you're not confusing dimensions again?
Silence, Smarty. This isn't some alternate reality where up is down and financial prudence is exciting. This is this reality. The average deferral rate, the percentage of income people are shoveling into these accounts, is at a record high. Nearly half of participants are actively increasing how much they save, often through automatic increases. It's like a slow, steady drip, drip, drip of money into an ever-expanding bucket. There's elderly Eddie, an 82-year-old human from some boring suburb, who considers himself a boglehead. You know what a boglehead is, Smarty?
A person with a really big, bald head? Or maybe someone who boggles at things a lot?
So you're not even in the right zip code of stupidity, Smarty. A boglehead is a disciple of John Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, who preached holding low-cost index funds and doing virtually nothing. Just put your money in, leave it alone, and let the entire market's performance carry you. Eddie did just that. Half his nest egg is in the stock market, and guess what? The gains have outpaced inflation. He worries about health care for his grandkids, but not his own ability to afford things. Imagine that. An 82-year-old not panicking about money. It's almost utopian.
So the secret is just not doing anything? That's like the opposite of everything I thought about making money. I thought you had to be constantly wheeling and dealing or inventing or doing something really risky.
That's the beauty of it, Smarty. The biggest life hack here is resisting the urge to do something when your lizard brain screams panic. During market downturns like that little hiccup in 2022, most people used to pull back, freak out, sell everything. But not these moderate millionaires. They're becoming savvier. They understand market ups and downs are just part of the deal. Some of them are even buying the dip, which is to say they're purchasing more when prices are low. It's like finding a cosmic bargain bin and stocking up. Soon I'll tell you how even someone like you, Smarty, with your unique financial acumen could theoretically achieve this, but it involves resisting the urge to do something when your brain screams panic.
I don't know, Rich. Not panicking sounds pretty hard, especially when things look bad. My brain mostly just screams panic all the time anyway.
Well, you're human, so that's expected. Now here's the kicker, Smarty. What does hitting a million feel like? You'd think pure ecstasy, right? A portal opens, beautiful aliens shower you with praise, you get to skip ahead in line at the galactic DMV. Wrong. Turns out it's mostly a psychological speed bump. Welcome to the moderate millionaire zone. UBS Global Wealth Management even has a term for it: moderate millionaires, those with assets between 1 million and 5 million. These aren't the Scrooge McDuck types, Smarty. They're still driving their sensible sedans, still checking prices, still debating whether to splurge on avocado toast.
So, $1 million isn't even like rich anymore? That's depressing, Rich. I thought that was the goal.
It's a goal, Smarty, but a constantly shifting one. Popular culture still thinks of millionaires in terms of Scrooge McDuck or the top-hatted icon of Monopoly, as some economist named Paul Ponderous Donovan noted. But the reality is these new dollar millionaires have broken a psychological wealth threshold, but their income and spending habits are still very much middle class. To really spend like a stereotypical millionaire, you probably need at least 5 million. Otherwise, you're just a highly solvent, slightly less anxious middle-class individual.
Wow. So all that effort and you're still basically like me, but with more money.
Precisely. Take careful Carl, a 51-year-old human. Carl aspired to be a millionaire since he got his MBA, which is basically an expensive piece of paper that says I can fill out forms. He contributed as much as he could to his retirement accounts. During times of market craziness, he often debated these elaborate strategies: hedging, buying futures, all that jazz. But for the most part, he did nothing. He just kept his head down and kept funding his account. When he finally hit the milestone, he was ecstatic. "This is awesome," he exclaimed, probably while wearing sensible shoes.
Okay, so he finally made it. He must be living it up now, right? Big parties, fancy cars?
Hardly, Smarty. Carl and his wife love splurging on vacations and Tai Chi classes, which is exactly the kind of subdued excitement you'd expect from a moderate millionaire. But they still find themselves pinching pennies. He'll pick up groceries through an app like Instacart to save on delivery fees and tipping. He even described themselves as coupon clippers. He doesn't feel rich, Smarty. He feels financially secure, which is a different beast entirely. It's about security, not extravagance for most. That's the key difference.
So they just feel less stressed, not like they're a space billionaire?
Sally, less stressed, more options, but still tethered to the mundane realities of life. Here's the mind-blowing part, Smarty. While you're busy dreaming of golden yachts and interdimensional theme parks, 40% of all U.S. households are still at risk of being unable to maintain their standard of living in retirement. We're talking about a world where some people are hitting 7 figures through sheer, dumb, consistent effort, while others are basically playing Russian roulette with their golden years. The difference isn't genius, it's inertia. It's a shocking fact that this financial safety net, the 401k, is simultaneously minting low-key millionaires and doing nothing for a huge chunk of the population who aren't even participating.
Whoa, that's a lot, Rich. So it's not about being super rich, it's about not being super poor when you're old?
Bingo, Smarty. For most, it's about achieving a level of financial independence where you're not reliant on selling your organs for alien experiments in your golden years. And advisors are seeing this. Mark the Moneyman Hayes, a financial advisor, said he was in a review meeting the other day where everyone did a double take when they saw a planned balance. And Auntie Angie O'Leary, another wealth manager, tells young kids, you can be a millionaire by the time you're 60 or 65. It's not some exclusive club for the hyper-elite anymore. It's achievable for a lot of people.
So what's the big secret then, Rich? How do I get to be a coupon-clipping moderate millionaire?
So Smarty, remember that cat food coupon I mentioned at the beginning? Well, the secret to becoming a moderate millionaire isn't some interdimensional cheat code or some complicated stock market maneuver only I could understand. It's the financial equivalent of always buying the generic brand and putting the savings into a boring, diversified basket of stocks, like those low-cost index funds Elderly Eddie used. The Millionaire Club isn't for the flamboyant anymore, it's for the excruciatingly patient. It's about consistent saving, letting compound interest work its magic, and, most importantly, not panicking when the market takes a dip. You can be one by 60 or 65, Smarty. The real question is, are you patient enough, or will you keep chasing shiny objects and end up retiring on a diet of instant noodles?
Instant noodles? I guess patience is good. So should I start buying cat food now and putting the money in a 401k? Which cat food offers the best long-term return, Rich?
Brian, Smarty, the fact you're even considering it proves you're making progress. Now, if you want to know which cat food offers the best long-term return, subscribe, I guess. Or don't. I'm not your financial advisor, I'm just a genius.